What is up? Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 20. And we are just coming off an electric live stream yesterday. Thank you
Yeah.
guys again, just first off, for joining that. That was a ton of fun. We will definitely be doing that very, very soon. But it's a big week, we're starting to get into playoff discussions as the Leafs are 6 games away from going into the playoffs. They officially made it. They made it to no one's surprise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's just will they do well in the playoffs? But before we get into Leafs and Jays talk, let's talk about the live stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun, man. Like that was pretty sick time. Like special shout out to our boy Danny Sense. We'll talk
Yeah.
about him, but yeah, no, it was a good time. It sucked though that the Jays sucked yesterday, like for that live stream.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. The first live stream, I thought we did pretty well. Obviously there was some, technical issues and
every now and then.
location issues that we'll address. Um, but that's just, we're just experimenting and trying out new things. So of course those problems are gonna be addressed. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Again to see all the all the viewers on the live stream and talking to you guys about the podcast and Jays and Leafs and a
Yeah,
bunch of other
it's
stuff.
long though. It's a grind. It's a fucking marathon, bro. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. I was thinking about how yeah, there was so much that just went on. Like when I was breaking down the video, going through it all, like I was like, holy shit, like we got kicked out. There was somebody that came to talk to us like a couple times. We had like a discussion, like we were just like showing funny photos of my friends for a little bit there. Like we were going through it all. And but Danny Sens was with us the entire time, all like 3.5 hours of that shit. And Johnny was there too, so it was good to see him in there. Not really
Yeah.
talking or anything because he's a little scared, bro. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And then
Yeah.
the other thing though, I have to say though, is that the TikTok that I tried making, I can do it on I can post it on Instagram, but it doesn't allow me to post it um on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
because it says there's tobacco use in the video for some reason. Yeah,
Tobacco use.
tobacco substance like smoking. I don't know what it is. I think I think the reason it is they do that is because they think players are using like chewing tobacco in like the shots of like the stream where they're like chewing gum or something like that. They think that's like chewing tobacco.
Oh, I see. I see.
But
Okay.
you don't chewing tobacco, you don't even chew it, you just put it in your mouth and spit it out. You don't like which makes no sense. So I don't know. They
Yeah.
got they got to fucking fix their
But
system
like
because
don't
it's super
don't
annoying.
so many people like do MLB TikToks and they post the videos of
I'm
the
sure.
game and
I've
they
done
get
it
away with it?
before. I know, but it's happened to me before. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why. I'm gonna try and edit it so I can post it on TikTok, but I don't know what to take out. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
like
Maybe
I
just like show the clips of the like just the playing, like just the at bats and stuff. Because like sometimes the close ups get that like the chewing stuff, which is that's either way, it's fucking stupid.
yeah, it
Like
is
why is
stupid.
that even a thing?
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's happened to me before. It's happened to me before where they don't even give you an answer, like a reason why.
Mm,
Like there's which I fucking can't stand. It's the whole
yeah.
no freedom of speech shit, bro. But we're not gonna fucking get political in here. But yeah, it was. But that's like the whole thing. It's like you can't fucking post a video of like
Yeah.
somebody playing baseball. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no, a lot of fun. I think we'll have to get one going pretty soon. I think like that was we'll have to do another live stream very soon and get some more people in there. Maybe we could do some little bets on the game too. So like somebody has to do some shit. I was gonna take my shirt off for the entire live stream, but we didn't get 50 people in there. So but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Maybe next time.
We gotta yeah, next time we gotta maybe lower the stakes a bit. Maybe like 25, cut it in half. Maybe
25.
then we
Yeah.
can
If we get 25 people
that's
in there,
that's
that'd be
definitely
fucking
doable.
electric. That'd be
That's
electric.
definitely doable
Yeah.
for the next pod. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
like just summing it up, it was a lot of fun. getting to talk with the viewers that we don't usually talk to, not just our
Yeah.
friends that we see in person. And it was good to see you guys enjoying the game. Obviously, well, not really, because the Jays lost and it was not a very entertaining game. But
It's fun
other
to
than
shit
that,
on them too,
it
you
was
know?
yeah, it was fun. Yeah, fun to talk shit to players, and it was, yeah, it was great. I look forward to doing another one. Hopefully, we can do a Leaf one, maybe
Yep.
just before the playoffs or when they are in the playoffs. Something along that line. But yeah, it was a lot of fun talking with you guys and watching the game along with you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to some Leafs discussion because we've got a lot to get into. Not only with the Leafs, but in the Jays too, because we have to talk about, I guess we have to talk about two series, like with the Jays, because we didn't really get into the Astros series as well, and then we didn't get into the
No,
Yankee series. So before we get into that, let's talk about the Leafs. First game, 6-4 win against the Panthers, a very, very good team. Almost like the Leafs kryptonite. I don't know. Would you what team is like the Leafs kryptonite? Like just like
Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Yeah, I think every Leaf fan can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Colorado?
Boston is.
Colorado's fuck I
No, we
just
beat
I
them. We beat them
you're
this year.
right. I just feel like there was one game I remember that they were fucking so dominant against Carolina.
Right.
Carolina's also our fucking
Yeah, them too.
they're
Yeah,
good too, bro.
we lost to them 4 times this year, I think. Three or
Yeah.
four times, I think. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, definitely. But I think everyone can say Boston because it's been a while since we've beaten them in regulation.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to them. But yeah, Florida, but
Florida's a really good team.
probably will be our matchup in the playoffs. So it was nice to see that we beat them 6-4. It was a little scary towards the end because we had
Yes.
was it a 5-2 lead going into the third, and we just gave up 2 goals like that, and we had to
This is what happens,
scour.
man. It's we've been shitty on like the 6 on 5s or like the 6 on 4s, which tends to happen at the end of the game when we have like a 2 goal lead or a 3 goal lead, and teams will end up scoring. Then they get a little confidence, a little momentum going, and then sure enough, the game's tied, which I definitely have seen happen this year. Luckily, it didn't get to that point. It was at 1.54, and I'm like, fuck, we might have to go to OT or something like that.
Yeah,
Luckily, it didn't end up. We ended up winning. Matthews got his little empty netter, so 2 goals. So
yeah. I'm just glad he's keeping pace
yeah,
with his
64
70, which
man,
is definitely doable.
64. He tied.
If he can get like a multiple, if he can get like a 2 goal game in this week, I think he can do it, dude. I think he can do it. If he can get like a 2 goal game and then just maybe like a one,
It is very possible.
he can definitely do
Very,
it,
very
man. He can
possible.
definitely do it. It's very possible. Yeah, so I think that Florida game was good up until the third period, but I hate how like when we get big leads, we just fucking give up in the third and then we barely win. Like I want statement games. I want games where we play hard,
Yeah.
all 3 periods.
And they're not you don't
That's
want the
what
team
the
getting
fans
momentum. You
want.
don't want them having hope. Like, oh, you don't want them in the post game saying, "Oh, but we had a little momentum in the end." So that just gives them a little confidence. I want, beat the brakes off a fucking team, right? Is that what you're
Right.
saying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially with Florida because we
Yeah.
want to make a statement going into the playoffs because that's basically I think we have like an 85% chance now of playing them. It's probably more like 90 now that Boston beat them over the weekend.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, I wanted that to be a statement game against Florida, but we still beat them, so we'll take the 2 points 100%. Heading into the next game, we played Tampa at home, and that was not uh, a very good game.
That was all. In that game,
I did not
yeah,
enjoy that.
that entire day was a horrible day for Toronto sports. Jays got no hit.
Right.
Leafs lost 4-1, and then the Raptors, who nobody really cares about, lost like by like 50 points, something like that. It was, yeah, no, not a good game. Not a good game at all. There was just like no,
Kucherov with 3 assists.
he's
Guy's an
fucking
absolute machine. No one
Stamkos
talks about
great.
him enough, man. No one talks about him enough. I think personally, I think he should be the Hart winner because if Tampa didn't have him, they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like nowhere near the playoffs without him because I think the points when it comes to him, he's leading the league. He is 136 right now, I think. And the
Which,
guy below him on his team, I think it's Point or Stamkos, I can't remember. But the guy right below him is like 60 points behind him.
yeah.
Maybe even more, 70 points, like more than half of what Kucherov has. Like it's ridiculous, man. It's crazy how much he produces for the team.
Yeah.
I think personally he should be the Hart winner over McKinnon or McDavid, but McDavid's having a great season. So and McKinnon, they're both playing out of their minds. So I wouldn't mind either of them, but personally I think Kucherov is should deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
just going back to
he's been carrying like the Lightning on his back like for most of the
yeah,
season. Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, you were saying though.
I was just saying, go back to the game. Like it was a lot. It was a lot of tough, like shitty giveaways, defending wise, just horrible.
Yeah.
Letting them get back into the game. Obviously, we didn't. You know, Matthews got the goal in the first period, and then we just kind of slowed down after that. Like it just didn't look like we were all there
Yeah.
in that
I
game.
agree.
We just kind of just floating around the ice, just lollygagging. Just didn't look like a team
Yeah.
that game. I did not enjoy
You're
watching that
right.
game.
It was nothing really to write home about. Matthews got his goal. That's that. One step closer to 70. You want to see it, but yeah, no, it
You
wasn't.
also want to see the team win, not just
Yeah,
Matthews scoring
yeah,
his daily goal, right?
yeah, exactly. Anyway, game three, that was a much better game. A good way to end, the weekend. Matthews, Domi, Nyes, and McMahon. McMahon's ridiculous. Where did the fuck did this guy come from, bro? He's so fucking good. Like Bobby. Like
Yeah. His story is great, by the way. His story
yeah,
is great. Like how he, you know, started to play on the team. Like it was a game against St. Louis, I remember. And he was apparently supposed to get scratched that night. Like he wasn't even supposed to play, but I forgot who got injured. Someone got injured or yeah, someone got injured or was sick or whatever, and he just came in and played and he scored the hat trick. That was his first hat trick
yeah.
of the season. Yeah.
No,
So
that's sweet.
that's when he finally got noticed. So like taking your opportunities. And then since then he's been on the team the whole like since then he's been playing every single game
Yeah,
and
and he's been consistently
yeah,
scoring too. No, helping out.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I which is pretty cool. I'm like that's a great story for like, you know, when you have your opportunities, when you're not playing as much or when when you don't expect it, just take your opportunities and keep moving. So yeah, McMahon's been playing really well with he's been playing with Tavares and he's going to be playing with Tavares and Marner the next couple of games. So they're going to be trying to figure out what the lines are going to be for the playoffs with Marner coming back. And also another storyline, Marner coming back for the Montreal game, which is very good. He had a great assist on that McMahon goal.
yep.
Beauty saucer pass. It was great. Um, I loved I basically loved every second of this game that I watched, other than the third period where we kind of actually no, the third period we played well. We kind of just kept them at a distance.
Yeah, they score. Yeah,
It was towards the end of the second that was kind of disappointing when they got the two goals. Suzuki and Caulfield scoring. Yeah,
Suzuki's
it
pretty
was
good.
kind of
Yeah,
yeah, but either way, Montreal always plays us hard, so I'll take that. I'll take that win any day, especially
yeah,
against a division rival. That's like beating Buffalo or Detroit or something. Like I'll take it. Montreal and Toronto is always a battle, no matter what. So I was glad with that result.
yeah. No, it was
What were
a
your thoughts?
no. Yeah, I would agree with that game. Like, agree with that. No, it was a good game. It was. It's just exactly what we need. Just keep winning, keep them winning these games, and try and uh, try and keep it going into the playoffs. Because at this point, like right now, these games, I don't know. Are they meaningful? Are they not? Other than Matthews, like, it,
Well, they technically are because we could technically get the second seed still. We still have that. We still have an opportunity. We have two games in hand on Florida. So, but
what's the
if we
difference
win,
between if we get the second seed or the third seed?
we just get home advantage over them.
For game seven?
for the first round.
Okay.
Yeah,
For the first round, yeah.
for yeah. So it's not that big of a difference, but it's nice to play at
The other
home.
thing is, I feel
But
like they just play
personally,
better in away. So
yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like I was thinking about this. I was talking to Johnny actually, friend of the program, and he wanted to get the second seed. But I was
yeah,
thinking about it. I'm like, but last year when we were in the playoffs, we won three out of our when we played Tampa and we beat them in six. Three out of our four wins were in their building.
yeah,
And when we played Florida, the only win that we had was in their building. So, and I also think it would help with fans too, because I feel like in the Florida arena, like did you know about like when the playoffs in the second round, they were telling people to not like from Canada to not buy tickets and
yeah.
go
I
down there to
remember that.
Florida
Yep.
to play because they'd fill up their building. That's probably that's probably what they're going to do again this year if we
And
do
that's
if
just gonna fuel the
when we do
fire
play
even
them.
more, man. Like if somebody's saying as a is late Jays Leafs fan, you know what? We don't want you here. We don't want. I'm fucking going, man. I don't give a fuck. I want to go unless it's
Yeah.
like you're banned, like you're not even allowed to go. Like that's not the case. They just don't want people, right?
Yeah, because they know that most of the fans in the building are going to be Leaf fans
Yeah.
because it's definitely cheaper, 100% cheaper just to fly down there and buy a ticket to a Florida game instead of paying
Drive,
like
man. Yeah. No,
500
it's
to a
cheap. Yep.
thousand dollars for a Leafs ticket in the playoffs. Like it's ridiculous how expensive they are.
Yeah. And
And
that'd
the
be
fact that they're
sick too.
making
That'd
us
be a
they're
sick
making
fucking
us
trip.
not allowed to go to
That'd be a sick.
Florida.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To go to Florida and watch a Leafs game, like, yeah. Where did they play again? I forget where it was. Where Florida Panthers
They're
play.
they're south. They're South Florida. Like they're in like Miami area. I think they don't play in the same building as the Heat in the
Yeah.
NBA, but they're down there. They're like southern. Obviously, Tampa Bay's in Tampa
Yep.
in Florida, but yeah, for the Panthers are like they're in some city. I can't remember. It's not Miami though. They don't
Sunrise, Florida.
Sunrise. There you go. Yeah. So they're down there, but yeah, it'd be a fun trip to go watch
Oh,
a
that'd be sick.
Panthers playoff game against the Leafs. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I bet you that'd be electric.
But
And
I
the
hope I
fact
hope they
that it's
don't do that
Florida.
again this year. I hope they do that again this year because we want more Leaf fans
Oh
in the
yeah.
building.
No, absolutely,
They
bro.
probably will do it though because they're a bunch of
No, when
pussies down
in
there.
it was still electric in Tampa. Like there's tons of Leafs fans in Tampa. I feel like there's quite a bit.
Hmm.
Like I remember that video of that one guy that's like freaking out, like
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
that
He
guy.
brought after that game. It was game four, right? That was game four, and he went back to Toronto after the game, and he was brought on Breakfast Television, and they
Yeah,
were talking to him. They were talking to him about the game and stuff. And he went to game five like last year, and he was saying like talking about how he missed the first goal, like because they were down 4-1 that game, and they were talking about like how he missed the first comeback goal and stuff, and like his reaction, and it was so
yeah.
funny. Yeah,
I think they
that
bought
guy's a
him, and
beauty.
I feel like they bought
Yeah,
him.
they bought him. They bought him a ticket to game five. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That guy was great. He was
yeah.
it literally looked like he was like he
A
lost his voice.
psychopath. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
psychopath Leafs fan, which you love to see, bro.
aren't we
That
all?
guy.
Aren't we all psychopaths?
I guess some more than others. Some more than others. Yeah,
Thinking we have hope every year to
yeah,
maybe get to the final.
yeah. No, that
But
is
yeah,
true. Psychopath. Anyway,
yeah. Overall, the Canadians game was great. Going back to it,
yeah,
great game. 2 wins out of 3 for this week. We'll definitely
great.
take that 100%.
And then
Uh,
we got Pittsburgh tonight.
oh, that's gonna be a good game. I
Yeah,
Pittsburgh has a tough schedule ahead of them, and they're looking to get in the playoffs. They have, I think, all the teams that they're playing are like potential playoff teams. Like they play Detroit, Washington.
they have
I
five
think
games
they
left.
played the Islanders too.
Yep, they got
Yeah,
Detroit, Boston, Predators, and Islanders.
they have a tough schedule coming ahead, so they're gonna want to win this game just to get
And
in the playoffs.
they've been good. They've won their last four games. Won their last six out of seven games.
Yeah, they played Tampa on Saturday and they dismantled them, or at least no, they didn't. No, they didn't. It was like 5-4, but like when I last saw it was like 5-1, and Crosby
They
made
yeah, they
like
won 5-4.
almost scored the most insane tip-in goal I've ever seen. Like he was
And
like this close.
what's his face? Malkin scored a couple. I saw him scored a
His
pair.
parents were there.
Yeah.
His parents were there, yeah, after 5 years, which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
I think, like, I don't know about you, but like when Crosby is in the playoffs, like you do not want to play him.
Oh yeah.
You do not want to
That's
play that
why
man.
he's fucking
He
Crosby, bro. That's
scary, scary player. You do
yeah.
not want to. If he gets in the playoffs, I don't know. I don't know who they play, either Boston or New York. Whoever's going to be the top in the division. You do not want to. You do not want to take them lightly because they will. They could potentially upset because Crosby
I'm
and
sure.
Malkin and
Yeah.
especially with Gensel gone, like that's a horrible scene. Like Dubas is he's in the gutter right now. I don't know how long he's going to be with Pittsburgh, but yeah, it could be scary hours for any team that plays Pittsburgh in the playoffs if they do get in. So yeah, that's going to be a good game tonight. And then we have two Frank the Tank matchups tomorrow on Tuesday and Thursday. We play the Devils two games in a row, which will be very interesting. I hope we win both just to see Frank the Tank rage on Instagram. That would be very funny. I'd love to see those reactions.
For sure.
But we probably will lose, knowing our luck against teams like the Devils. And then
Yeah.
Saturday, our last home game against the Red Wings, another big game. They're potentially looking to get into the playoffs. They're in that final wildcard spot right now, I think. It'll be gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot
It
of fun
will be.
watching that
Yeah.
game as well.
These last few games will be fun to watch other teams play too. Like I'll definitely be checking out and I try to at least, but I'll probably be watching fucking Jays suffering through it all. But try and maybe catch like a Pittsburgh game because they, when they're in the playoffs, it's electric though. When you do like it's not good for the Leafs, it's not good for other teams, but you gotta love Pittsburgh. Like they're a fun team to watch. They've got some great, obviously, fucking Crosby. How can you not love Crosby?
Yeah,
He's
he's
awesome.
probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite like active player other than like the Leafs players.
Yeah. And I
Crosby has
know,
always been
yeah,
my
and
favorite.
people might think like, oh, that's just because he's the best player. Yeah, man, it is because he's the fucking best player.
He's a
He's so,
Canadian icon. He's a hero. The
yeah, he's a
golden
legend.
goal, like 2014 when he scored that breakaway goal against Sweden in the gold medal game. Like it was like I hope he plays on the Olympic team in 2026. If he keeps this pace up, he scored 40 goals this year. And he's
I
what,
know.
36, 37?
Yeah,
Guy's ridiculous. Like I hope he keeps this form because I want to see him play with McDavid and McKinnon and Bedard. Like having Crosby, Bedard, and McDavid on the same line would be insane, dude. They're all
yeah.
centers, so it wouldn't work out. But like it would be so cool to see them on the same line or like the power play. Oh my god. I hope that happens, man.
Would be electric.
Crosby's because they missed so many years with him, like 2018, 2022. They missed the Olympics with Crosby and McKinnon and McDavid playing on the same team, which kind of sucked. But hopefully he gets to have that opportunity in a couple of years. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
the 4 games this upcoming week, which is very exciting. So I'm glad there's more Leaf hockey
for sure.
before the playoffs start up.
Yeah, no, let's do the winner of the week or who's
Player of
who's
the week,
player of the week. Yeah.
I have Ryan Reeves as player of the
Okay.
week.
Okay.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
I think I think his physicality was great. You know, he got in a fight with that guy on Montreal and absolutely destroyed him. Like it
But
didn't even look like the guy in Montreal didn't want. It didn't even look like he wanted to fight. He
he
was like,
does,
"All right,
bro.
sure, I'll
He's
do
a
it," and he
dog.
just gets absolutely destroyed.
Then he
But
killed the
it was a
player
lot of
on, yeah, and then he killed the guy on Tampa too. That
Jeannot,
yeah,
Tanner Jeannot. Yeah, he
that got
destroyed
traded.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So that was a lot. That was a lot of fun seeing that. But also, like, I feel like the fourth line's been like producing offensively too. Like they've been, getting ozone time and then like,
yeah. David
cycling the
Camp
puck around.
goal.
Like they're
Yeah,
actually playing. Yeah, Camp and Dewar on that line. Like they're actually like they're not. It's not just like them wasting. Just getting on the ice so that Matthews can go back on and give him a rest. Like they're actually like producing,
it's a good
getting
recipe,
ozone
man.
time and
Yep,
getting shots on net. Like it's great. Like you need this to happen if you want to go far in the playoffs. you need the fourth line to be doing something, and the third line to be doing something. So I'm glad that Reeves is playing like this towards the playoffs, and we definitely need him for fights against Nick Cousins, that pussy on Florida. So yeah, I'm very excited that Reeves and the fourth line are playing well. So I'll give it to him for player of the week.
Sounds good. I was gonna do Matthew Nyes. Scored a couple
Yeah.
goals. Scored a goal
Hmm.
in against Panthers, and then same with game three. He's been good on that first line with Matthews. Like he's been solid keeping up, I guess. So I don't know. He's been playing.
No, Nyes is playing with Nylander and
Oh yeah,
Holmberg, I think. I think he's on that third line. But yeah, anyways, yeah, he's been playing
yeah,
well.
yeah. No, he's been good though. Yeah, he's been good. And so yeah, that's my player of the week. He's been staying
Okay.
up consistently. Another, he's like just one of those like he's been good at like making sure the team's not as like the issue is obviously always like they're very very top heavy like the five like the past like the third line just goes to shit. But it's been good with Nyes, McMahon, like Kemp Robertson has been scored, and Domi, Bertuzzi. You just like you just go you start like looking at it and just like these guys have been playing really well. Like they've been
Yeah.
playing really well and like they've been consistent. Like Domi's getting lots of assists. He's scoring too. Bertuzzi's almost at 20, bro. I did not think he was gonna
Yeah,
score.
he's had a great back season, like latter half of the season.
And
He's been
that's when it
playing well.
matters, man. That's when it matters. It's not the way you start, it's the way you finish. So what I've
Right.
learned. So
I was gonna
yeah.
ask you this question. Robertson didn't play on Saturday because Marner came back. I was just wondering, would you rather have Robertson or Holmberg playing on the third line for the playoffs?
Good question.
Because I feel like Robertson gets underappreciated when it
I
comes to
think
him
I think he scores
playing.
a goal. Like Robertson, I constantly see him like scoring goals. Maybe let me
Yeah,
just check. Let me just check the stats right.
yeah, he has over 10. He has like 12 or 13 goals this season, and he's
Nicholas
only played
Robertson,
in 50 games, I think.
12 goals in 50 games. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's played just barely over half a season. He could if he played every single game, if
he'd probably be on
Treliving or
pace.
Keith wouldn't take him out of the lineup every other game, he could potentially be a 20 goal scorer
Yeah, for sure.
if he stayed in the
Absolutely.
lineup. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Keith just fucking hates him for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing.
Yeah,
He's playing so well.
I'd probably put in Robertson. I mean, I know he's a smaller guy than Holmberg, like, and maybe want like not that much. Like, I know, yeah, yeah.
I
Nick
think I
Robertson's
think
only
the
five
reason
nine.
why, yeah,
Wow.
I think the reason why that is that because he wants bigger guys for the playoffs,
Yeah,
to get hits and stuff. But like I just Robertson scores
yeah.
basically every time he's
That's the
in the
way you win
lineup, he
games, man.
produces.
You score.
Yeah, right.
So I
So
don't know. It
I think it's
seems that
important
seems
that
like
they
an
should
easy
keep him in the
decision.
lineup.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd rather have Robertson in the lineup, but Holmberg's playing well too. Like whenever I see him playing, he's playing well. So it's a
yeah,
tough decision. I think they'll probably go in and out based on like I think this week and the week after when they play Florida and Tampa again, I think they're going to go in and out with who's going to be playing better. I think it's also based on what teams they're playing
yeah,
because like their play style, like if they're faster or they're more physical. I think that's the reason why Keith is doing this, just
yeah.
to adjust to other teams' styles of play. But yeah, I'd rather have Robertson 100%.
Sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. I totally get. Yeah, it's just like the whole message of this game is like, or the whole idea of the season is, and like playoffs is like we don't have enough big guys. We don't have those guys on the team that are going to help with defending the little guys. I guess I don't know, like with
Hmm.
Marner, because that was the thing. You're getting banged up in the playoffs, and but yeah, hopefully, I think yeah, he's got to be in there. He's got to Nick. Yeah, I don't think it's a question. So.
Yeah,
Anyway, let's move on to some Jays talk. It sucks. Jays have been fucking shit in the bed. They're 4-6. They are in last place in the standings right now. It's not good. This offense fucking is embarrassing. And I don't know what it is.
yeah,
It's the roster construction. I think is the main thing with this team is that they have the just a not a good roster construction. When you trade away people like Teoscar and Lourdes, and I'm gonna admit, like I feel like I wasn't I feel like I believed in what Ross's thought process was, and I believed in what he was thinking. And he made the wrong decision in trading those players away, like Gabby Moreno for Varsho. We lost this trade. That's you can't
Hmm.
say, you
It's
you're supposed to
horrible.
you're supposed to say at this point, like, wait, what the right thing to do is like the trade still hasn't panned out. We still have like 3 more years of Dalton Varsho. So that's when you could finally say that was a good trade or not a good trade.
Mhm.
But this point right now, it is a horrible trade. It looks like a terrible trade because it does give you elite defense, but the offense is the issue with this team, just like any other team. And they're right when people say that when Vladdy goes, the Jays go because like last year, once he started to slip off, Jay's offense just went down. He's a cleanup hitter. He's supposed to drive in those runs, get those big hits, and right now he hasn't been doing that. And right now, Varsho hasn't been doing that. Kiermaier hasn't been doing that. Bo, he's been all right. He was okay last series, but he's been not like you can't just rely on one people in a line person in the lineup. You need
Yeah.
everybody to help out. And if we go into just looking at some of their stats right here, I'll go real quick with the
Like it's very embarrassing seeing Vladdy like chase the pitches
I
that
don't
he
know
should
how
not
his
be.
approach changed, man. Like I don't know what happened for his approach to just like completely fall off. So let's just look at the averages of these players right here. So we got Alejandro Kirk hitting 167, Vladdy hitting 189, Biggio 240, Bichette 194, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa 208, Dalton Varsho 133, Kiermaier 0.83, Springer 184, and Justin Turner 286. Like this is
One
pathetic.
player over 250.
Ernie Clement 280,
I would, yeah,
Snyder 200, Bogey back 222, Brian Servin 0. It's completely embarrassing. It's pathetic. This is like what the hell is happening here, man? I mean, it's hard to, you know, you have to kind of balance like who you're going to blame when it comes to the roster construction because at the same time, it's like Varsho had hit 27 home runs in 2020 and he was an incredible defensive player. And
yeah,
you thought that he would just continue that and like, be kind of a low average hitter, but hit bombs. He hasn't even hit a home run. All of his hits are fucking pathetic. So
yeah.
it's been a really crappy series and it's been a really crappy last like 6 games against Astros and Yankees. They're tough teams. The fact that we're 4-6 is, I think, surprise because
It's a miracle.
it is like the
It's a
way we won
miracle.
won those games isn't even fun because we're not even scoring runs. And when we do score runs, we're fucking losing 9-8. Like
Yeah.
so annoying.
I
And
was
you get
telling
no
this on
hits.
the live stream yesterday. I'm like, when we pitch like shit, we score runs. When we pitch great, we don't score runs. Like there's no run support for when, Barrios has been incredible
Yeah.
his first two starts. And whenever he's pitching, we play like shit. Except the opening day when we played well. We won that game. But the
You,
the the second start we did nothing when he played well.
you get no hit by the Astros, which is so embarrassing. And then David Schneider is the only one that can actually get a hit. Like it was just terrible, man. Just terrible. You're not scoring any runs. Like what happened to this team? It's to me, it's like it's just really sad. If we want to talk about the Astros series, we don't really have to talk about it because like just talk about this team as a whole. It's been horrible. But it's like to me, it's kind of sad because these players are supposed to be the reason we, are winning games. On paper, we're supposed to be such a great team. We're supposed to have a great roster, great pitching. We should be contending for at least ALCS. Like I
Hmm.
think like that would be, what we should be doing. We have on paper an incredible lineup, but I think it's just really embarrassing, how it's come to fruition right now and how we look as an offense. And then it's just not fun to watch. And hopefully they can
No.
turn it around because teams do. Teams do. 4-6. It's not the end of the world, man. It's not. We're not the Marlins. Sorry, we're
Yeah.
not 1-9 or whatever they are. So I
You can
think
definitely turn it around.
you
100%.
can definitely turn it around. It's not the end of the world. It just sucks. It's like it sucks to lose these games because again, they are important. They're important games. You can't be losing series like this. And um,
Hmm.
it's good to see those little spark plugs though, because there is some positive. I want to talk about like the game against David Schneider. I fucking went berserk when David Schneider hit that home run. I
Oh,
was
I
like,
did too.
yeah, I was laughing too. But I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny too. And then when like the bottom of the ninth, when Jake Myers like fell when he was trying to
Oh my
steal
God, that
second,
was
I
hilarious.
was
That was so
crying.
funny. That was so funny. It's like
Yeah,
the Astros were making stupid mistakes the whole game. Like Altuve was like running the bases
yeah,
horribly.
yeah.
Like he was like when he was on third, it was like the seventh or eighth inning, and he was like halfway up. He was like 45. He was like 45 feet to home.
Hmm.
He was at third base. He's 45 feet home, and then I don't know what the play was. I think it was like a ground out or something. They got a double play because he was like all the way up, and then I forgot who was at third. Was it Turner or someone was playing third, and and he tagged him for the final out of the inning. Just horrible base running by Altuve, and usually he
Yeah.
doesn't make those mistakes because he's a good player. So it was funny to see them like fuck up. We kind of got lucky with that win, honestly. Like we got very
Are
lucky
you
with that
kidding
win.
me?
We shouldn't
That's
have won
like the
that
most lucky win. Like if you look at
game.
there'll be this charts of like win percentage, like the graphs. It's like
Right.
Astros, 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 and then all of a sudden it
Yeah.
just goes down like that
Yeah.
um, because of that home run. It's yeah, man. It was a shitty
Like
game.
the fact that David Schneider got the home run and then the next game they don't put him in the lineup was
Yeah,
baffling to me.
yeah. No, it was to me too. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, because like people hate hearing this, especially like my dad, he hates like all analytics. He just thinks they're he believes in the idea of going with your gut, which I do too. I think there's a portion where you need to go with your gut, and there's a portion where you need to listen to analytics because
Right.
they don't lie. It's like math. It's not like subjective. It's not like oh maybe that. It's showing you something. So there was like David Schneider completely struggles with high fastballs. That's his big issue. Is like he cannot hit high fastballs, and
Uh,
he's saying that's like his kryptonite in the post game speech. And Christian Javier is a very very good fastball pitcher. He controls the zone using his fastball. He sucked that game, and I think it would have been. It's at some point. It's like, yeah, this guy hits. It's like, yeah, Juan Soto's a lefty, and so maybe you don't want to put him against lefties because he doesn't hit
right.
well against them. But are you going to put
Right.
Santiago Espinal because he hits lefties well over Juan Soto? No, that's ridiculous. That's kind of the same thing. David Schneider is still a good player, so trust that he can hit this pitcher. He
Yeah.
just hit a home run. Maybe he's in a good spot right now. Play him. You know
Yeah,
what?
he hit it off Josh Hader, like
He
one of the
was the
best
only
closers in the
offense.
game.
He was the only person that produced offense that game. So like
Yeah.
on the game prior, why do you want to take
I
that
think the
out?
whole series, because we only had one hit the next game. We got
Yeah,
no hit the first game. Then we got that lucky home run in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. And then the next game, it was only one hit we had.
I think it was more
Like
than
we
wait,
produced
what game?
nothing.
The third game
The
where we
third
lost
game,
eight
yeah, we
nothing.
had one hit.
Are you
We had
sure?
one hit that game.
I
I
feel like
think
we had
so.
more than one hit. I think we had more than one hit, but it was not a good game. It was not a good game offensively though.
Let me
Like
see.
it
Yeah, we
was,
lost 8-0.
yeah,
Yeah, we had one hit. We had one hit.
really. Wow.
One hit the whole game. Yeah. And then the game that we won, we had more than one hit, obviously, but it was nothing. We had 8 hits. So
Yeah,
one game we produced.
horrible, man.
Fucking horrible, horrible. I
No, I
blame
know.
this all on Ross Atkins. I blame this all on Ross Atkins for not signing a fucking good batter throughout the whole offseason, other than Justin Turner. Justin Turner's been playing well. Other than that, fucking horrible. Ross Atkins, we need to boycott this fucking franchise. Get Ross Askins. That's what I'm calling him now. Ross Askins, the fuck out of here. He needs to
Yeah.
leave.
No, you're right. I mean,
Horrible.
the whole idea, like, I agree. I agree partially because, like, I think in a division like this, you need to be able to, you got to play with these players, but like, there's also things you have to look in the future as well because you want to be able to sign. But you want to, I mean, I want to sign Bo to a long-term deal. If you don't, then you're an absolute idiot. Like that's the thing. Like I want to save money on him. I don't want to fucking waste money on maybe like Cody Bellinger. But you're right. If you, that's not even the thing. Like you saw, like with those big players like Bellinger and Matt Chapman, like
Mm-hmm.
they got signed to 2-year deals. They got signed to 3-year deals.
Yeah,
Like we could have done that. How could we not have done that? So I don't know. And you saw
makes
the
no sense
offense
to me.
last year, so why don't you make the change and like just go with it? Use your emotions, like that, which Ross obviously isn't emotional. Like if you've seen him in interviews, what the Yankees did, they did had an emotional offseason. And when I say that, I mean they went out and said, I don't give a fuck. We're getting Juan Soto. I'll trade whatever.
Right.
Let's get Alex Verdugo. Let's get Marcus Stroman. We're not going to be an 82 and 80 team this year. We're
Yeah.
going to win. We're going to win games. And that's what, and look at their record. It shows right now Juan Soto's been absolutely electric with their team. Jays couldn't have traded. Like they didn't have enough prospects. And you know whose fault that is,
Yep.
though? Ross Atkins.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Ross Askins. That's my new name for him.
yeah, it
Very
was.
very disappointing. Wait, we never know. We may fucking sweep the Mariners this new series. You never fucking
Well,
know.
I'll tell you right now, it's not looking good because they have their three best pitchers. They have Luis Castillo, George Kirby, and Logan Gilbert going up. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
And then we have the Rockies, which
That's
which could be a good series. Which could be a good series for us
who
at
knows,
home.
bro. I think we got to sweep that series. We have to.
Yes. We've
Or
just been
we
playing like
win.
hard teams. We've just been playing good teams.
It's true, but
Like
we're
Mariners are
on
good.
paper supposed to be a good team, and we should be beating these teams too. It's not like it's like we're we lost this team we might see it, we might win it, we might not. Fucking win it, man. Actually try. It's like
Yeah.
whenever it was rough. Bowden Francis did not look good yesterday either. Fucking that home
Like
run.
the fact that the Angels have a better record than us is like
Again, it's that well, that just
horrible.
goes to show you it's the season's early. There'll be teams that like end up like having below 500 records, uh, by 100 games or whatever, like 50 games into the season. I'm not concerned about the Angels at all. They've done this like 4 years in a row where they like get off to a good start and then all of a sudden they just fall off the face of the earth. Like last year,
Yeah.
they were like above 500, like close to the All-Star break. And look at their record by the end of the year. It's all like if you look on baseball reference, it's just all red, like by like past like August or like past like July because they just sucked. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're a sorry franchise. They're at not nearly as bad as the Jays. Like I just wouldn't be an Angels fan or a Ducks fan for that matter. That's a tough team. That's a tough city to cheer for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Shallons. Imagine cheering for the Ducks and the Panthers in the NFL. God, horrible.
Panthers?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are we friends with
Yeah, I don't know why he cheers for those franchises. Anyways, I mean, we cheer for the fucking Jays and Leafs, so we can't really be talking. But at least we
Leafs?
make the
Leafs are
playoffs.
good,
So
bro. What are you talking about? Leafs are good.
at least
This
we make the
season,
playoffs.
yeah, as long as they do well in the playoffs, then yeah, that would say more. But regular season still, you have to be a good team to make the playoffs, or
Yeah,
for the most
fair
part.
enough.
Anyway, yeah, it was a stinky series, very stinky. Uh,
Yeah,
3-0 win off wild pitches and uh and Ernie Clement home run, who and again needs to be in the lineup every single day.
Yeah, he probably won't be today.
Who
He probably
knows?
won't be.
No, he's a
We'll
good
probably have the
fastball.
main people,
No,
main
he'll
people
be in.
playing.
I will. I can assure you. Like I'm like 95% sure that he'll be in the lineup today. Actually, I'm going
Okay,
Jays home opener, so he'll be in the
very
lineup
exciting.
because Luis Castillo is a big fastball pitcher, like heavy fastball, like
Mhm.
sinker pitcher. So, and Ernie Clement's really good against fastballs. So
What happened to Robbie Ray?
he plays for
What happened to
the
that trader?
he plays for the Giants now, but he's still recovering from
Oh,
Tommy
okay.
John. So that's
Yeah,
when
that trader won the Cy Young with us and decided to fucking leave.
I don't think so.
I saw him play
His
live in the playoff game when he played for the Mariners game too.
Yeah,
Everyone
he
was
shit the
talking
bed.
shit to him.
He shit the bed almost as bad as the Jays shit the bed that game,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not enough.
He got shit on by Teoscar like twice. Yeah, two bombs
And then we
on
got
him.
shit on.
Yeah. No, we didn't get shit on. It was fucking John Schneider who decided to fucking take out Gosman. If he didn't take out Gosman with the bases loaded and 2 outs, then we would have won that game, and we could have won the World Series that year. I think we had potential if we win that game because then we
That's
win
what they
Game
all
Three
say. Yeah,
because we win Game Three if we keep Gosman in,
maybe,
and then
maybe
we beat
not.
the Astros, and then we beat the Yankees, and then we beat who is in that World Series that year? The
Phillies. I don't know.
Phillies.
I don't know.
We beat the Phil. That'd be a tight one, but we win in seven, I think.
I don't know. We can dream all we want, but they fucking actually have to make the. They actually have to win a
I always
playoff
say their
game.
shit.
Maybe that's my World Series if they win a playoff game. But yeah, home opener today. That'll be fun. Hopefully they don't fucking
Mm-hmm.
lose, bro. Like hopefully they
Mm-hmm.
absolutely just destroy Luis Castillo and uh who was really good though. And I'm a little nervous about that. I don't want to I don't want to watch this team like get no hit or like just score
Yeah,
like get bases
I don't
loaded.
think it'll be
Get
that bad. I
bases
think the
loaded
fans
first
will pump
inning.
them up. I think the fans will pump them up, and I think they'll get the win today. Barrios is on the mound; they'll play well.
So
I don't know about the other two though, with
yeah, we'll see.
Bassett and Kikuchi, but we'll see.
Let's see. Kikuchi was really good against the Yankees game one though. 5 in a third inning. He's good.
Yeah, yeah, he played very well.
Played very well.
We watched that game
Pitch, yeah,
with Michael, friend of the program.
yeah.
Yeah,
Michael showed it
that
to
was a great
Mikey.
game.
Yeah, it was a good game though. Anyway, standings. Let's take a look. Yankees 8-2, Red Sox 7-3, Orioles five
How
and
the fuck is
four,
that happening? How are the Red
Rays
Sox 7-3,
5-5, and then Blue Jays.
4-6? We're still alive. It's fine. It's fine. How the fuck are the Red Sox 7-3? Who have they played? They played the Angels. They played the Athletics, and they're 7-3.
Mariners.
That is
And
wild. They've done nothing. They've done less than us in the off season, and they're doing better.
yeah.
Fucking what's that guy? What's that guy's name? Ryan O'Neal, the Canadian.
Oh,
He's playing
Tyler
very
O'Neill.
well.
Tyler O'Neill,
Tyler
yeah.
O'Neal, not Ryan
Oh, he's
O'Neal.
been
Sorry,
good. He's doing the Adam
Tyler
Duvall
O'Neal.
thing that Adam Duvall did last year,
Right,
where he
right,
was
right.
absolutely insane with the Red Sox, and then all of a sudden
They'll
just like
slow down.
fell.
They'll
Or
slow down.
he'll
Don't
get
worry.
injured. He might just get injured because he's pretty injury prone too, Tyler O'Neill, with those giant like just he's huge, that dude. He's jacked. So he's gonna pull a muscle or something eventually, or
Right.
sprain a muscle like Giancarlo always does.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Anyway. All right. Well,
Look at the NL Central though. We'll just take a quick look at that.
yeah, no worries.
Pirates are 8-2. Brewers are 6-2. Cubs are 6-3. Reds are 5-4. Everyone has a record over 500 in that division, which people thought that was going to be like the most boring division to watch this year,
Phillies are
and
4
they're
and
all
nine.
been very good. They've
Mets
all
are
been
three and
pretty consistent.
six. Yeah, because those
Yeah, the
Marlins,
NL East sucks.
Rockies are
Phillies had a
fucking
bad first series. That's probably why, but no, the Braves and Phillies will still probably make the playoffs this year.
the Astros and Athletics have the same record, 3-7. Yikes.
That's funny. That's funny.
White Sox are 1-8. Yeah.
The Astros will eventually still win the division. they'll still eventually win it
Probably
somehow.
will.
But they got destroyed by the Rangers last series. Did they get swept? Did they get swept? Sorry,
By the
by the
Rangers?
Rangers.
Uh, no, I
No,
don't.
they won a game. No, they won a game. Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, they won a game.
Yep. All right. I think that sums it up for this episode of the pod. Thank you all for listening.
Hmm.
We'll keep you updated and coming up with some more TikToks. I
Yeah.
got some posting to do, and then I'll find a way to get that video on TikTok of the summary of our
Oh, it's great.
excellent live stream. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Uh, yeah. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks again. Check us out on TikTok,
And
YouTube,
also,
Instagram,
quick
and what are you gonna say?
uh solar eclipse today. Do not look at it directly, or else your eyes are gonna be fucked. Just saying.
Bro, it's fine. It's
Just
okay
be
if you
safe
look
out
at it.
there. Just be
Look
safe out there.
directly at the sun. Everyone here, look directly at the sun. Look at it right now.
Don't listen to him. Don't
Yeah,
listen to
listen
him.
to me. It's fine if you do. I do it all the time, and now I need glasses. So
All the time at a solar eclipse.
no, just at the sun in general. I just look at the sun.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because it's pretty. So see you guys then. I know Johnny definitely looks at the sun, bro. He's like, hey, we did game ball that day. Probably what he does. And so, anyway, love you, Johnny. Cheers. See you guys.